prepare to be an FMUN delegate. I'll try to be very brief. We're going to start very quickly with the registration process for any of you head delegates or advisors out there who may need advice on that. And then I'll very quickly move and hopefully spend most of my time talking about preparing yourself to be a delegate at the Florida Model United Nations. So I'm new to this screen sharing video, so hopefully I'll do a good job and I'll check it for for edits. Excuse me. And we'll do it. First here you see our website, fmun.org, Florida Model United Nations. This is our 9th conference this year, so we're looking forward to having everybody. Under the conference information tab, you can see our registration, agenda, hotel information, directions to the conference, and the basic outline of all of our awards. I'm going to focus our time here under registration, which is a fairly easy process. You can see we're $25 per student, and we don't charge the faculty advisors to attend. And the deadline to, of course, cancel your registration has already passed. The key to filling out a registration form in full is to use our country matrix. And by using the country matrix, you'll see what countries are available or what crisis spots we have available. And you'll find on each country, you may have 1 seat, and just in the General Assembly, you may have 4 seats this year in the General Assembly, the UNDP or the IAEA and the Security Council. It's the responsibility of the schools that when you're assigned a country, that you have a full delegation. So please seat at least 1 delegate in each committee that your country is assigned. You'll put all that on the registration form, and we'll, as quickly as possible, get those assignments back to you. And you can then, it's up to you to distribute your countries to your students. To find out more information about the committees, you can use this link to FMUN committees, or you can very easily go here to delegate preparation and go to committees and topics. And we'll get to that area in just 1 minute. That's the basic registration thing. Conference fees are due by the beginning of the conference. And an invoice is sent directly to your email after you register. We'll input that and make any adjustments. And you can pay by credit card right via that online invoice. If you have any trouble at all, please don't hesitate to contact us. Doug Ryan Consulting is the official host of FMUN, and they take care of all of our payments and meeting planning events. The second thing we will look at here under conference information is our conference agenda. The agenda hasn't changed much over the years. If you're a returning delegate for FMUN, you can see at 5 o'clock, we'll open a conference registration there in the W Annex building. That's the building where FMUN has been for the past 9 years. At 5:15, we'll do a rules of procedure training in room 108. This is strongly recommended for first-time delegates, as it's a good opportunity to ask questions, get a little bit comfortable before the full committee sessions begin later that evening. If you show up 5:30 or 5:45, please jump right in to the rules of procedure training. They'll come back around to the beginning topics. They'll answer questions on an ongoing basis. So we'll give you as much help as we can till about 6 o'clock. This year, opening ceremonies is in a room called the auditorium on the campus there at Santa Fe College. We've outgrown our previous facilities for that, and we're very proud of outgrowing those. So we'll be over in an auditorium just across campus for our very brief opening ceremonies. I would just like to say a few nice things and recognize all the staff that's volunteering their time and recognize the colleges who are in attendance. We'll very quickly get back across campus, go to committee sessions, and you can see the locations where all of those things are. And we'll go till 10 p.m. that evening, trying to get all the committees headed in the right direction and get them debating working papers and resolutions and working on those. Again, this year, we will be doing the coffee, any change or dollar bills or $5 bills you can donate. 100% of that will go to the UNICEF Halloween Fund. We've been doing that for a number of years with the support of Santa Fe College, and we appreciate their help. And here you can see the schedule for Saturday. The committee rooms stay the same throughout the entire conference. Lunch and dinner, those items are on your own. We try to allow enough time to go off campus. If your advisors or head delegates need any help locating local restaurants or have any, if they need information or just some tips on anything locally there, the staff and executive staff would be happy to help you. So you can see 9:30, we'll go to closing sessions. We'll have a very quick, very informal and fun word ceremony. And by 10 o'clock, we'll wrap all those things up for all the delegates, and we'll call FMUN 9 to a close. You can see everything else there under conference information. Let me move real quickly to the delegate preparation, and we'll focus our time in here. For the delegate preparation, we're really going to focus on a few things, and I'm going to jump right to the very first one, is your committees and topics. This should be the first stop as a delegate when you receive your country assignment and your seat assignment. You can see here that, if you're in the General Assembly, you need to very quickly come here and get this background guide. And this is going to give you a guide to your research. So if you're representing, we're going to use the United States of America as an example. If you're representing the United States of America in the General Assembly, you want to grab this background guide and you want to start doing your research on those topics. You can see the topics here, women in development and regional disarmament. You're going to research those topics from the point of view or in the character of the United States of America. If you're representing China or Russia or Djibouti or Egypt, you're going to be doing this research in character as a delegate from those countries. And that's what being a delegate really is all about, is staying in character and using your research done on these topics to have a fruitful debate leading to some solutions to some of the world's problems. Getting together with your regional and multilateral partners and writing working papers and getting resolutions passed with some of those solutions. And you can see the background guides here for each of the different committees. And the crisis committee runs a little bit differently, but I think most of you that will be headed into the crisis have a pretty good idea on how those crisis committees will work. Next on this delegate preparation, you'll find rules of procedure. And while most of your time should be spent looking at the topics and doing your character research based on your country assignment, you should consider the rules of procedure. It is an important part of the conference, and the rules of procedure are meant to facilitate debate. They're based loosely on Robert's Rules of Order, if you're familiar with those, but we really use a stripped down rules of procedure in line with what many other monument conferences do. And our goal is to have our rules of procedure lead to better and more debate. We're not there just to make motions and pass rules of procedure, motions by voting and taking suspensions of meetings. Rules of procedure are there to facilitate debate and facilitate business. Moving down, you can find some of our resources that deal with resolution writing. We have examples. We have a template here you can use. We have a list of some preambulatory and operative clauses. And if you're in a report writing committee, which I don't believe we have this year, we have instructions on how report writing would be done. Position papers. We do have position papers here. We have some guidelines here that will help you. And we may present awards for the best position papers in each committee. Those are committee awards. They are decided by a committee made up of your directors, assistant directors, and possibly the secretariat. You can see that we do require that each delegate write a position paper and turn it in before the end of registration at the conference. Position papers may be turned in directly to your director via email or by your team advisor or president. Can turn those in before the end of conference registration. You can see here we have a detailed thing you can print out, and that will definitely help you with some guides as far as margins and fonts. And time and time again, we see the best position papers. The delegates who write and put the most time into their position papers usually are the best delegates in their committee. So don't overlook the position paper as a key component of your Mana UN. You can also find information about our dress code. Western business attire is the required dress code of all parts of FMUN. Gentlemen, please, with a tie and a coat. And ladies, if you will please match the guys' part of the dress code there. Appropriate attire is very important for to facilitate good debate. We need to be dressed professionally and show what we're made of. You can find out more information on our website here about our staff. Our Secretary General process was a little bit different at FMUN. You can find out about some of our associated conferences. You can contact us and find out more about us and who the executive committee and different people are. So I hope this was helpful. I'm going to go back and make sure that my video worked well. And hopefully we'll be improving our different video offerings over the years here at FMUN. So thanks again for your time. And I look forward to seeing everybody at the conference this Friday.